This is a continuation video for the plans reading, summary sheets, bid items, and quantity takeoffs. Okay, so this is a basic summary of quantities sheet. You can see that there's a lot of blocks of information on it. You'll notice that there's a seating and mulching, and what it does is it talks about what it's doing, or what station range we're going from, or what route it's on, and where it's located. And then it also has the length in mile on the seating. It has the cool season, temperature, mulching, and some remarks. Each block is different. They have different pieces of information, but this, what we do is we quantify everything that gets on a project. Whether it be down here clearing and grubbing, you gotta have it too. What type of gravel, crushed stone we have, and then we have you'll see at the bottom it says summary of quantities, sheet 2 of 7. So if there's more than one sheet, we'll label it like that: 1 of 7, 2 of 7, 3 of 7. Again, these are sheet number 3, so it'll always be sheet 3, and then how many you need. Next one is sheet 3 as well, but this is the first sheet of that set. So in here you see, so you got some volumetric grading, you have some modified linear grading. Again, you'll look at what route it's on, from what log mile or what stationing, depends on how they have it. Usually it's stationing. But you'll also see down below that there's like mobilization. What is that? One lump sum. If they can get it all in one lump sum, they'll do it, like contractor surveying and staking, one lump sum. If they can pull that off, that's what they'll do. They'll put it in a one lump sum. Additional mobilization for seating for each. They've got quantities throughout these. So let's get into it a little more. Here's another bunch of blocks that you can look at that you have, like lighting, conduit, cable, and trenching. You know, it's like where it's at, and they talk about how far off the center line. They talk about 3-inch rigid conduit trench. You need 25 feet of it, 48 feet in this section here. What type of trenching type 1 here you've got. If there's any other stuff, any kind of cable conduits, pull and bracket cables, any remarks, to be powered by others. There's all kinds of things in here that's important information that all needs to be summarized or quantified. Power assemblies, how many we got on there, what controller number it is, and all that. Down here we have rock blankets, how many rock blankets we're going to have there. It'll tell you the information in the remarks. This one talks about near the bridges that we need to have the rock blankets. Talks about how much is in there and where it's at. So these summary sheets are pretty important. They contain any items on a project that must be purchased and shown on plans. Okay, a lump sum typically requires a JSP, which is a job special provision. A job special provision in Missouri is a contract addition that defines work or procedures not covered in standard specifications. Quantities will be a part of the plan set. They'll always be a part. It shows materials, locations, quantities, and types, as we've been seeing. So here's one with guardrail. You see what station it runs from. It's the left edge of shoulder is where that's going. Right edge of shoulder, left edge of shoulder. And it talks about the 9-foot posts that we're using, linear feet, how much we're using. The type A crashworthy end terminal, how many we need. It lists them out, the transition sections, and the bridge anchor section. So you'll have all that information in these quantities. There's also erosion control one here, block. It's talking about silt fences, where we're using it. Just all the information on these sheets are important. You also have some more summary sheets that have sign quantities. It shows all the signage being used, size, area, quantities, and traffic control devices such as channelizer and attenuators. So the traffic control, you'll see them, like here's impact attenuators. Talks about how many we got there, what you're using. You have some warning signs out here, which are your turn signs, your reverse, your double arrows, your triple arrows. You have some guide signs out here, which is a gore exit, end of road work, work zone plaques. And then you have regulatory, which is your stop sign, your yield sign, your speed limit signs, stuff like that. So you're going to have all that. Every bit of that gets used on a project gets quantified. And that concludes the summary sheet video.